Drivers in Freeport will soon face detours on one well-traveled street. 23 News reporter Kaylee Randall talks with city engineers about the project and one resident who's excited about the change.
5 years ago, Freeport leaders approved a plan to upgrade city streets. One project hit a few roadblocks, but now South Adams Avenue will get its long-awaited makeover.
The neighborhood is really going down. So we would like to see it clean up.
Rosie Corbett moved to Freeport in 1982 and over the years saw lots of changes, but she only begged for one, the reconstruction of the South Adams Avenue. Now, after decades of waiting and thousands of dollars in vehicle repairs, she and her neighbors will get their wish.
It's terrible. Hitting the potholes, messing your tires up, your front end alignment going out.
This is one of the older parts of town that hasn't seen major renovation in quite a while.
Freeport City Manager Rob Boyer says the $10 million project means residents like Corbett won't need to worry about their tires popping anymore. The area, which borders the 3rd and 5th wards, will also see a new storm sewer system to prevent flooding, plus upgrades to the gas and water mains.
Well, it's going to provide a much smoother pavement surface, obviously, for driving and reducing the frequency of water main breaks.
I hope Freeport can change, like even with the sidewalks and stuff.
Corbett says crumbling sidewalks is just another concern. She'd also like to see semis take a different route instead of going through the neighborhood and for the city to tear down neglected homes.
I'm just glad they getting off their butt and doing it now.
Workers already started removing large trees for the project, and construction should start at the end of this week. Boyer asks residents to be patient.
The road will be closed for drivers for about 10 months. Detours will be announced soon.